Sandra? Yes. Go ahead. Right. Tell me what he said, exactly word for word. Right. Oh, he is. Well, that's excellent. That's excellent. When? Well, that doesn't leave much time. I see. Yes, did you have any other questions? No, I'll take care of all of that.
I really never expected that this would be such a problem for you.
You know how important it is that I not be...
We will protect your identity, Layla. I promise you that.
You can't promise me that.
Yes, I can, because I control what goes into that book.
What exactly would that be?
Everything he needs to know, except certain things about you.
How can you tell him about your life, our life, without telling him anything about my past, my history, or the fact that I'm really Taylor Forrester? Do you really think that's possible, Omar?
What are you reading?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
Oh, it's that.
Look at this. It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
God, what a goofy-looking guy.
Yeah, but it's that's one hot-looking chick there.
Yeah, she's not bad.
He's got to be one lucky dude, that's for sure.
Yeah, but does she really make him happy?
I don't know, does she?
Yeah, looks pretty happy to me.
Mm-hmm. He looks pretty satisfied. You know, I really have to wonder
What?
how these people really view us when they read this article.
I mean, is it accurate? Is that really the way we are?
Yeah, I don't know. Are you hungry?
Yeah, what do we have in there?
Well, we have some cold pizza that's left over from the kids.
Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I'm game if you are.
The hottest couple in fashion. Elegance, style, flair.
Sophistication, panache. A nosh, oh pizza.
I sure hope there's some left for you.
Don't you dare, you come back here! Come back here!
Oh, Sandra, you did good. You handled it perfectly. Now, listen, what I need you to do is book me on the first international flight out. Yes, this evening, if possible. It'll take me 2 hours to get back from here and 1 hour to pack, so... No, try to make it this evening. All right. Now, do your best. I'll be in touch. Bye-bye. Something very important has come up. I have to leave.
Why?
I have to go overseas.
Overseas? But you're gonna stop our session? We're in the middle of our session.
Believe me, this is not what I want.
Oh, well, then I guess there are priorities, aren't there?
You know, you surprised me. I'd have thought you'd have been delighted with this little reprieve.
Reprieve, James. We're talking about my mental health.
I have a feeling we're talking about more than your mental health.
Oh, come on. I didn't do any of those things.
Sheila, don't insult my intelligence. You didn't make it up. I know you're responsible for someone's death, either directly or indirectly. Of that much, I am virtually certain.
Oh, come on. So you're gonna leave a murderess to go on with your life? What could be so important?
Oh, be careful. I may just change my mind and stay.
No, you won't. Because you know I didn't kill anyone. I wanted to get your attention, James. I said some outrageous things, and you know what? I got it.
Since when did you want to get my attention?
Since I realized that you're my lifeline. My link to my future with Eric. And you know what? I will say or do anything, to keep you interested in me as a patient.
God, you're good. You're as deviant and as clever as anyone I've ever met. You and I will meet again, Sheila. It will be sooner than you think. And when we do, we'll pick up at exactly the same place we left off. We'll discuss this violent event in your life, this death, possibly a murder. And at that time, you will finally become responsible for all of your actions. Goodbye, Sheila.
Look at us.
No. You'd think we ran around town wearing tuxes and gowns every night of the week. When was the last time I wore a gown?
Your wedding day.
No. It was dinner with Prince Omar at the palace, remember?
Oh, yeah. Is there anything in there about that?
Oh, let me see. Oh, look. The Forsters were invited and they were house guests of the prince. And it's quoted, "We were treated like members of the family."
Yeah, except he didn't introduce us to his fiancée.
We met Layla.
Well, by accident as we were leaving. I don't feel like I actually met her, though. She was all covered up with that veil.
Well, if it's any consolation, they weren't really getting along very well at that time.
They actually weren't even engaged.
Prince Omar didn't even know that she loved him.
Yet a week later, they're married and off on their honeymoon.
See what we've done for them?
Yeah, I guess so.
You are worried that this Mr. Mackenzie will find out about your past.
That's why he's coming here, Omar, to write your story.
And I will steer him away from any questions concerning you.
If he's any kind of a writer, he'll sense there's more and he'll dig.
My love, so much of what I am now is because of you. I can't just...
I have only known you a short time. You can't attribute everything in your life that's positive to me. If you talk to this writer about me, he'll discover my past, and I'm not ready for that. It's too risky.
What you're actually saying is that you still don't trust yourself when it comes to Ridge finding out you're alive.
If he were to discover I was alive and seek me out, I don't know if I would have the power to turn him away. So it's best that he never knows.
The other day, in front of all those people, you were willing to let me lift your veil, weren't you?
Well, there are times when I, too, get caught up in feelings that I don't quite understand. Omar, things are going well for us. I feel more and more at home in this palace with each passing week. It's becoming my home, and I don't want to jeopardize that. And bringing this Scotsman here into our lives, our personal lives, would do that. Let him come here and write your biography if you insist, but do not tell him anything about me, not one word. I have to insist on that.
As you wish.
Thank you.
There is one other matter, though.
What?
It concerns our sleeping arrangements.
Hello, Connor.
Hey, I got your message. What's up?
I'm off to Morocco this evening.
Really?
Yes. Prince Omar called. He talked to Sandra. He wants to meet me, or should I say Brewster Mackenzie, straight away.
Wow. Hey, what about Sheila?
Well, I had to cut that short. Well, it's unfortunate. I mean, things were beginning to happen.
She was telling you about her past?
Yes. I believe so.
What do you mean you believe so?
She tried to change her story after she opened up. Anyway, have to get back to that later. I have a long night of flying ahead of me.
Yeah. Prince of Morocco. Oh, it's amazing.
And his wife. I'm going to meet her, Connor. I'm going to meet Princess Layla.
Or Taylor Forrester.
Yes, Connor. Or Taylor Forrester.
Oh, here's one. I like this one. When asked what the biggest challenge of her life was, Mrs. Forrester didn't hesitate. Raising 2 kids. Apparently, the leading lady of fashion likes a challenge. She's ready to have another child.
You told them that?
Well, that's not all I told them. And what about her husband? Is there time for children in the life of the busiest fashion designer in the world? Hmm?
If Ridge had his way, I'd be having a kid every other year, his ravishing wife quipped. Oh, please, maybe every 3rd year.
My husband may be a creative genius, but the happiest time of his day is when he's home with the kids.
Great. Why don't you just tell him I watch the Brady Bunch every night?
When you confirmed it. When asked if it's true, Mrs. Forrester's creative genius could only say, better believe it. Those kids are my heart and soul. What does that make me? Your ankle?
More like my ball and chain, my love.
Everything's going so well. The women's and the men's lines, the new spring collection. I've never been this excited about my work, which is curious given the year I had. I guess I keep wondering if it's all for real, if the shoe isn't going to drop one of these days. Because truly, I've never been happier in my life. Interesting. What could you have possibly have meant by that? What shoe do you think is going to drop?
It's like when life becomes too perfect. It makes a man kind of paranoid.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, tell me this. Have you come up with an alternate plan?
Not yet.
James, this is very risky. Entering the palace under false pretenses. I mean, I don't know how they view that type of thing over there, but we call it espionage. You'd be treated like a spy.
Well, I should hope Taylor would bail me out.
If the princess is Taylor, which she may not be.
Even if she is, I wonder how she's going to react when she sees me. What on earth is she going to say to me?
She obviously does not want to be tracked down. She may want you locked up herself.
Oh, Connor! I have to believe that Taylor is still essentially the same woman as she was when she lived here in L.A. She was a friend. She was more than a friend.
All right, all right. I'm just saying you have got to be prepared for the worst.
Which is?
That she is not Taylor Forrester. And James, even if she is, she's obviously not the same woman that left here last spring. That much is a virtual certainty.
What could have brought about this change? What on earth has she been up to all of this time?
Well, those are questions you're going to have to ask her if you can get to her, but that's not even your biggest problem.
What is that?
Getting out of the palace and out of the country once your cover is blown, and I guarantee you, your cover will be blown.
You want to speak to me about our sleeping arrangements?
Yes.
What about them?
Well, at present, we are sleeping in separate bedrooms. This is how you had wanted it for now, and I had promised you that I wouldn't pressure you about this. But now the situation has changed somewhat. We are going to have a house guest soon. A writer, whose business it is to learn about me so that he can write about me. And I do not want him to discover that my wife and I don't share the same bedroom. After all, a man has his pride. So, can we please make a change, if only temporarily?
Omar, this palace is enormous.
Yes.
Well, this man will be staying in the guest wing. That's far away from our living quarters. How could he ever find out that we don't share the same bedroom?
As you so eloquently put it, if he is any kind of writer?
I still say it's highly unlikely.
But not impossible. Can you imagine what kind of impression that would create? It might even jeopardize your desire to remain anonymous.
But he isn't going to be writing about us.
I know, but... Layla, I hope you realize that I would never take advantage of a situation like that. Unless, of course, you wanted me to.
No, it isn't that.
What is it, then?
It's just that I'm walking a very slender thread. There are times that I feel strong and I'm pleased to be here. I look at the children, I look at my friends, Ahmed and Yasmin, and I say to myself, this is going to work. This is my home. And then there are other times when memories come flooding back. I don't talk about it. I don't even want you to know. And when it happens, I usually just go to my room and lock myself in. And then when I feel better, I come out. But that room and my privacy is very important to me.
Could you not use another room for that need?
You want this badly, don't you?
Layla, as you know, a man of my position is constantly under the microscope. And my fear is that no detail of my life will escape the scrutiny of a writer living under our roof. I give you your space, and I give it with love, in the hope that one day something will change. But that is our secret. It would not benefit either of us if it became public. So would you please promise me that you will consider this for me, for you, for both of us?
I'm a lawyer, all right? I'm trained to be objective, so just humor me a minute. I want you to think about walking into that palace and being greeted as the official biographer of the Prince of Morocco. You're going to be given access to family records and secrets. You're being granted interviews with members of the royal family. They're not going to be fooled for long, James. I mean, either you start to compile research for a book, or people are going to start to ask questions. I mean, what are you going to do? Actually write the book? Hell no, that takes time, something that you have precious little of. So inevitably, someone at some point is going to question your commitment to this project. And the minute that happens, James, it's over for you. Are you hearing this? The net is going to start closing in around you. They're going to demand credentials. They're going to mount an investigation just like they would in this country. There will be no escape, nor will there be anyone able to help you.
What do I keep telling you? Have you been listening to me? Taylor will help me.
Taylor, if it is Taylor, will not be able to help you because you are there to take her away from Prince Omar. Do you think he's just going to let you walk out the gates with her? You might even endanger her life as well as your own.
You make this sound as if it's a bad idea for me to even go there in the first place.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm having second thoughts. We should think about this. Give this a lot more thought.
I suppose that wouldn't hurt. Connor, I'm just very anxious to get to the truth.
Of course you are, and we will get to the truth, but without risking your life. This is too damn dangerous, James. I really mean that.
Hello? Yes. Transfer the call. This is Brewster Mackenzie.
Ah, Mr. Mackenzie. This is Prince Omar Rashid of Morocco. Delighted to make your acquaintance.
This is my honor, Your Highness.
I call to confirm your intention to visit.
Yes. Yes, my intention to visit.
I'm so looking forward to your arrival. I have already instructed my staff to gather all the necessary material for you. Mr. Mackenzie, are you there?
Yes. Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Forgive me. We have a very bad connection.
So, you are still flying out at midnight tonight?
Very definitely, sir. I'm scheduled to arrive tomorrow as planned.
Excellent. I'll have a detail of the Palace Guard to receive you at the airport, right on the tarmac. Have a good flight, Mr. Mackenzie.
Thank you, sir. There. It's done. I'm going to Morocco. And God willing, I shall be returning to Los Angeles with Taylor Forrester on my arm.